Around one-third of all produced foods are wasted annually across the whole supply chain, with 22% wasted by final consumers. Food waste by final consumers can reach up to 39% of all food waste on the supply chain in high-income countries. The current volume of food waste is enough to alleviate 1/8 of the world's population from undernourishment. Food waste refers to food that is kept beyond its expiry date or left to spoil. Often this is because food has spoiled, but it can be for other reasons such as oversupply due to markets, or individual consumer shopping/eating habits. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations defines food waste as food appropriate for human consumption being discarded. Food waste is the largest single cause of food loss and waste in the world, estimated at $936 billion per year. Decomposing food waste generates methane, a very strong greenhouse gas that contributes significantly to global warming. Food waste is unethical and it threatens food security. Food waste implies a waste of resources such as water, land, energy, and labor. It has also a big impact environmentally, generating around 10% of GHG emissions. Also causes the eutrophication of fresh water and acidification of land. In the United States, up to 40% of the total food produced goes uneaten and hence gets dumped. Approximately 95% of discarded food ends up in landfills. If food waste could be reduced by only 15%, it could feed over 25 million Americans annually. Food waste in the European Union amounts to 88 million tons of food waste produced every year with an associated cost of €143 billion. Around 36 million EU citizens cannot afford a good quality meal even every second day, and 20% of all food produced is wasted. According to a new study, the uncaring group generates twice the amount of food waste and emissions as the group that takes measures to prevent it. The average Irish household has about EU 60 per month or EU 700 per year of food waste, according to the Office for National Statistics. Food waste is also an economic burden for the Irish government because it requires complex management activities such as landfilling, which is the main source of greenhouse gases from the waste management sector in Ireland despite the recent governmental efforts to reduce this treatment option. If food waste was stopped in Irish households, the quantity of prevented emissions would be about twice the total annual emissions generated by the food processing industry countrywide. More than 50% of the food consumed in Irish households is imported and several countries supplying food to Ireland are at high risk of water scarcity. Saving food in Ireland would represent saving water and resources in other countries, according to the World Food Programme. The same study mentioned previously assessed the reasons for the food wasted in households, and the main reasons are: expired food, 33%, rotten taste or smell, 27%, waste from meals, 18%. The Irish government has committed to reducing food waste by 50% by 2030. What can we do to reduce the food waste we generate, and help the environment while saving some money? Small changes to how we manage our food each day can make a big difference to our overall food waste. Plan your meals by checking your cupboards, fridge and freezer first and think about what you want to eat, including ingredients that you already have. Include similar ingredients in your recipes to use up fresh products. Check your shelves before you go shopping, adding items to the list as you run out. Take a photo of your shelves if you don't have time. While shopping, be aware that the layout of supermarkets makes us buy more and some products that we probably don't need. Some parts of fruits and vegetables are perceived as inedible, such as stalks, leaves, tops, and peels. These parts are rich in nutrients, including fiber, which is important to prevent dietary-related diseases. Give a chance to these parts to contribute to food waste minimization. The freezer is a useful tool in the kitchen to manage the food we buy. The texture of fruit and vegetables when defrosted can be soft but still safe. Defrost in the fridge, as harmful bacteria could grow in food if it gets too warm while defrosting. Keep those changes as a part of your new habits and encourage your surroundings to join you and help the environment. Finally, learn to give value to the food you eat, by eating more healthfully and less aesthetically pleasing foods.